From our previous video, we learned how to download and install VirtualBox. Today, we are going to download Kali Linux. So to download Kali Linux, we need to open our favorite web browser. In my case, it is Google Chrome. So I can type Kali Linux download. I go to the official website, and then as you can see here, Kali Linux has a lot of cool things here. They have documentation if you want to read. If you want to learn on your own what is Kali Linux, you can see all the courses that they have. But for the purpose of this video, we are here to just download the ISO image. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to install it. So what we are going to look for, we are going to look for the ISO. So we have this one here. I'm going to look for the 64-bit Kali Linux. So if your operating system is 32-bit, it's very important to check this one. But mine is 64-bit. So what I'm going to do, if you want, okay, what we can do, we can just go to virtual, install the installer image. I can click on it. Let's go down a little bit. It just bring us right here. So to see what your operating system is, you can go to the Windows search bar and type on system information. You click on system information. This will just tell you what is your operating system, what is the type is. Mine is 64-bit. So therefore, I'm going to just click on 64-bit and then click on this little download right here. So this is 3.9 gig. This is gonna take a while. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video and then come back once the download is complete. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, the Kali Linux has been downloaded, and then if we go to our file and then go to download, we can see that it is installed right now. So the next step is to install the Kali Linux into our VirtualBox. Alright, so we're gonna go to the search bar and search for VirtualBox. So if you want to know how to download VirtualBox, feel free to just check out our previous videos. Alright, so what we are going to do right now, we are going to just install the ISO image. We open VirtualBox and we click on new. And I'm going to give my virtual machine a name. I'm going to call it Kali. And then the folder, this is where it's gonna be. And right now I'm going to just search where my download is, the ISO. I'm going to download and then click on the ISO file and click open. As you can see here, it is automatically detected. This is a Linux Ubuntu 64-bit. I can click on next. Now for my base memory, I want to give it something that is bigger than that. And the CPU, I'm going to give it two CPUs and click on next. Now for my hard drive, I want to give it at least 50 gig. You can either drag it or manually put it here. I'm going to type 50. There we go. 50.00. Okay. And then I'm going to click next. I don't have to choose these options because I already select my virtual ISO image. Now this is a summary, so to make sure that this was what was selected, So you can see here the processor that we gave, and the this is the space for the hard drive, the base memory, and then we can click on finish. So as you can see here, this is the virtual machine that was created, and then what we can do, we can click on start to set up the operating system. So installing Kali Linux is the same as putting Windows into a machine, so the process can be a little bit long, and then we're gonna go over it together. Now, you know what we are going to do in the next step. We are going to just make sure that we give the Kali Linux like a name, and then choose the correct time zone, etc. Alright, so what I'm going to do, you know, we have multiple options here. You can install it, you can install the graphical user interface. You can do whatever option that you're comfortable with, but if you're a beginner, it is best to choose the graphical, because this is, you're gonna see a graphical user interface while you're installing it. It is more user friendly. And then download Kali Linux is all depends about the speed of your computer. You know, your computer might be if your computer is fast, it's gonna go faster, and if your computer is slow, yours may take longer. So yeah, in the other steps, you can just make sure that you just, if you see anything related to just the country that you were in, you can just select the country that you are currently in. In my case, I chose the United States, and then after that, you should see another prompt about the language. Choose your language. If you're in the US, you can choose English. If you're in France, you can choose French, and then, you know, just follow the basic prompt until. Alright, so I'm just pausing the video, you know, because so everything can go smoother. So right now, so if you see a prompt about, you know, giving the name, the host name, I'm going to call it that cyber guy. And click on continue the domain name. I can call it that cyber guy. But you know, for you, it's not a requirement. For example, I'm not even going to put that cyberguy.com if you don't have a domain name, and it should work. So now this is very important. Your username, you know, make sure that you remember your username, and the password, make sure that you have a password that you're going to remember. And click on continue. And then this is where you choose your time zone. I'm in Eastern time. I choose Eastern time. You probably see a lot of prompts. You know, you can just let the prompt goes until you just get it to here. So yeah, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my entire disk, meaning that the 50 gig that I gave, I'm going to use the entire partition, and I'm going to hit continue. Yeah, so for this one, I'm going to just get all file in one partition. Yes, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to say yes. And then, you can just, keep, just following the prompt. This is installing right now, and this may take a while. That's why I'm going to pause the video again, and then I'll see you soon. All right, now if you have a prompt like that, these are a lot of other tools that you can just install. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on continue to just install all the tools. So I'll pause the video again, and I'll see you in a minute. Thank you. Right, welcome back. So if you see that screen right here, so what you need to do, we are going to select yes, because we are installing Kali Linux into one single machine. And then what we can do, you need to make this new primary drive. Okay, so we can just choose that primary drive and hit continue. And again, this may take a while. I am going to pause the video again. Congratulations. If you make it that far, we can just click on continue to finish the installation. So now you're gonna see that there's a system cleanup before we just dive into our new machine. Alright, so if you see all the crazy command, just don't worry, just let it go. I can hit enter. So the first time that you're going to turn on the machine, it's gonna take a while, but it is normal. You can just let it go for a moment, and then the next time, in the future, it's gonna take the less amount of time possible. All right, fingers crossed. Let's see if we will be able to enter our username and then start from there. All right, good. So my username was that cyber guy, and then my password, I cannot tell you what it is. All right, I hit enter after I enter my password. And then voila, this is our new Kali Linux machine. And then it's still loading, but you can just give it a little bit of time, and the next step, what we are going to do, we are going to just go over Kali Linux to show you all the functionalities, how it works. Remember, the quieter you become, the more you're able to hear.